Well, hello everyone. Welcome to another reading from the Social Distancing Short Play Festival. I am Frank Blocker and this is Marilee Warner. We're going to be reading the play Sister of Experience by Colleen Nicole O'Doherty. I will be playing Father Donovan and Marilee will be playing Sister Carmen. The play takes place in the office of Father Donovan. At the beginning of the play, lights come up on Father Donovan as he sits in his office, and Sister Carmen enters.
Father.
Sister, thanks for coming. Please.
I like the new chair. IKEA?
Wisely using church funds, like you taught me.
I see you replaced some of the art.
Those martyr pictures were giving me nightmares. Coffee?
I shouldn't, but of course I will.
Cream and sugar?
Wish I could take it black, but you make some sludge, young man.
I wish I had your energy.
You should be running circles around me. What are you again, 16?
35. That's what I get for shaving. I assume Mother Mary High is still treating you well?
I miss teaching math, but they want young pups like you with master's degrees. I'm the old token hippie they bring into morality class to talk about war and civil rights.
You were in Detroit during that time?
Good memory. Crazy times. Different from today in some ways, but too similar in others.
I can only imagine.
So, let's get to it, kid. What are you having me in here for?
Please close the door. A student at MMH recently spoke with you, Lillian Cormel.
Lily? Yeah, she speaks with me often.
There has been a misunderstanding that could cost you and the school very dearly. I need some clarification.
About?
Your most recent conversation with her?
We'll play a game. You tell me what you've been told, and I'll tell you what I know to be true.
Father Brunning was approached by the girl's mother. Apparently, Lillian is planning on undergoing a procedure.
She needs to get a mole removed. Yeah, that's true.
A more invasive procedure?
Get a cavity filled?
Sister.
If you can't say it, why should I confirm it?
You're treating me like the enemy.
And you're treating me like an idiot. We know what she wants to do. She's 18. It's her legal right over her body.
That's your view?
What did her mom say?
She said that she instructed Lillian to seek your counsel.
Which she did. She sought my confidential counsel.
Her mother trusted you.
Lillian's a bright girl with a big heart. Don't really know how she came by either of those things given her parents.
You are in no position to insult her parents.
Donnie, this isn't you. Cut the big bad father routine.
I was under the impression that Lillian misled her mother. I thought she wanted to blame someone for her horrific decision to make an appointment with some butcher.
Horrific decision.
A girl plans to murder her baby, and you don't bat an eyelash.
A young girl with her whole life in front of her is looking carefully at her options. God help her. It isn't an easy choice.
It shouldn't be an easy choice to end a human life. Her mother assumed, I would have assumed, you'd counsel her on the side of life, on the side of decency.
I did.
I want to believe you.
Then do.
Father Brunning wants her expelled. The principal doesn't.
Her parents are big donors. Thank God that saves her. She graduates this year.
This isn't about money.
Like hell. She'd be expelled otherwise. How did her mom find
A friend of
out?
Lillian's?
Some friend.
Her parents are saying they will refuse to pay for college if she goes through with it. They may even okay the expulsion.
They plan on housing her and the kid if she keeps it?
They want her to give it up for adoption.
Oh, so they want her to deal with it on their terms.
If you would convince her to give the baby up for adoption, they will let her live with them while she recovers. They'll pay for college.
Why are you the one speaking to me about this?
Father Brunning knows how you are. He was hoping you'd listen to me. Listen to reason.
You have no idea what you're asking. You will never know.
You want this girl to have a future, sister. Think. All she has to do is find a home for the baby, then she will be handed a future. In your mind, though, it makes more sense to reject that. Why?
She didn't ask my opinion. She told me her story. I told her mine. Then she made a decision. I don't know how I'm supposed to change the girl's mind.
So you didn't tell her to abort the child?
No.
What did you tell her?
That is between me, her, and the Lord.
Well, now it is between you and me if we're going to figure out how to help this girl.
Father Brunning, Archbishop Lucian, they have never liked me.
Their feelings towards you isn't the issue.
Oh, it isn't? They want to get rid of me, either force me out or shove me into some convent for a life of quiet contemplation. This is their chance.
Could you blame them? How are you so casual about a child deciding to commit such an act? Just because something is legal doesn't make it moral. You, who fought against unjust laws for most of her life, should know that better than anyone.
Where was this outrage from priests when kids were getting molested?
You know I commented when more news came forward.
You did, yes. That's why I like you. I thought you were different.
Now I'm just like the rest, is that it?
You tell me.
You are so damn stubborn. Just tell me what you told Lillian so I can fix this. Please, sister.
I had an abortion.
You didn't.
Before I entered the whole reason I entered the cloistered life is I got pregnant when I was 16.
What happened?
I, like most teenagers, had sex. Sure as hell didn't know anything about condoms back then. Got pregnant. Was terrified. My family was poor and they didn't believe in murder, as you call it. Luckily, we lived in New York City at the time. You ever heard of the CCSA?
CCSA?
The Clergy Consultation Service on Abortion.
The religious group that helped women get abortions. We talked about them in seminary during a class. I had trouble believing it existed.
It did. They helped me get a safe and at the time only legal in New York abortion. They were the only reason I went into the church. They were the whole reason I went into the church.
To counsel young people to go against church teachings?
To help people. To be kind to them in their darkest hours. That's what they were to me. That's what I try to be every person who comes to me.
Do you regret it?
You mean, do I repent? You are not my confessor, Father.
You know, if Lillian tells anyone, if I tell anyone, you'll be excommunicated. Maybe worse, they may want to make some kind of public example of you.
Lillian won't tell.
What about the school? It needs the money, and how will Lillian pay for college?
I already told Lily to consider her options carefully. She knows her parents and their threats. She wants to call their bluff. They don't want an uneducated daughter. I support Lily's decision, whatever it ends up being in the end.
Now what?
I guess you have your own decision to make, young man.